and this is my first video on YouTube. And today I'm gonna go ahead and just introduce myself. My name is Yesenia, but my friends, not my family, but my friends do call me Mia for short. It's the last 3 letters of Yesenia. And today is again my first time doing a YouTube video. I've done one before with my daughter. She has a separate channel, but this will be my personal YouTube channel because I want to go over different things. So I'm gonna put up different content and see what all you guys like. My first video today, I did decide to talk about my eyebrows and my eyelashes, which is the first thing you see right when you meet somebody. You see their eyes. It's basically like the way to their soul, or like, you know, when people have those piercing eyes, you're like, oh my God, like they look kind of scary. So it's also very feminine to me to have the cute eyelashes and my eyebrows done, as well as it saves me time. I feel like it saves me time because I get to do other things with my time if my eyelashes and my eyebrows are done. Now, obviously today I do have makeup on, so it's not a whole lot, but I do have makeup on and I do have makeup wipes. So at the end of the video, I'm gonna show you how I look without the makeup on my eyebrows. First things first, I'm gonna talk about microblading. So I have done this cosmetic procedure on my eyebrows. Maybe, I wanna say, yeah, it's been twice. I've done it twice. I'm scheduled for my 3rd touch-up, which is kind of crazy, but I'm scheduled for my 3rd touch-up in a couple of weeks. It was supposed to be a couple of weeks ago, and it got rescheduled due to COVID. And, you know, with the pandemic and everything going on, we definitely want to be safe, and I was completely okay with it. So microblading, I first did about 3 years ago, and it has lasted me, well, basically 3 years, right? Because this is my 3rd session. The total cost of it is a little bit pricey, but I think when you really think about how much time you save on doing your eyebrows, it is completely worth it. So the first time I did it, it was with a friend who had just started learning how to do microblading, and she only charged me $100, and that was not including tip. I did, you know, tip her 20% of $100, $120, right? $20 tip. And I trusted her because, you know, she's learning. You have to at least have clients in order to learn, right? Like, you can't learn if you don't have people to actually microblade or eyebrows to actually microblade. So with her, I did pay $100. That was my first time getting my eyebrows microbladed. And she did do a couple of extra hairs in the middle. That was a complete accident. And the thing with microblading, it is a tattoo. It's a semi-permanent tattoo. It's not like a permanent tattoo. Like, you're not gonna have it for the rest of your life, but it is a semi-permanent tattoo. So it took a really long time for those little bit of extra hairs. So you see how your eyebrows are supposed to be kind of parallel to your nose, right? That's where it's supposed to be. She kind of went a little bit more in the middle. It's kind of building a unibrow, and that's definitely not the look I was going for or the look that I wanted. So I took a while for that to kind of go away. I did have to kind of cover it with concealer every time I was doing my makeup, which was not fun at all, right? Because I have them done, it's supposed to save me time, but then again, I got a really good deal because I knew other people that got them done and they paid over $500, which I think was like insane. $500, like that's just way too much. Well, I was supposed to go back with her for a touch-up about, I think you're supposed to go back for a touch-up within a month or 2, and I did not. So what ended up happening was I just kept the original because I was trying to get this to fade, right? And I basically, once it kind of faded, I just kind of drew them in wherever I needed to. And let me just rewind. the reason that I got my eyebrows done, the reason that I chose to get a semi-permanent tattoo on my face, especially my eyes, the first thing you see when you see me, my eyes, was because my eyebrows are naturally not thin, because they were thin because I over plucked them, and that was completely my fault. But they were, how do I say this? They were just not thick. No, they were light. Like if you think about light eyebrows, I think about Whoopi Goldberg. She has really light eyebrows, right? They're kind of really light. Like I felt like my eyebrows were kind of non-existent. So that was my reasoning for getting my eyebrows done. Okay, I'm going back to where we were on cost. So then fast forward about a year later, I ended up finding somebody else who was on Instagram, and her work was amazing. Like her work was amazing. Like the pictures that she posted, they were like very, they're not supposed to be exact, because you do not have exact eyebrows. Like one is supposed to be a little bit different than the other. They're not supposed to be symmetrical, basically. But I thought that her work was pretty close to symmetrical, so I really did appreciate that. And I did go in, and another thing I did want to talk about was the timing. It takes maybe about 1 to 2 hours, depending on the person doing your microblading. The first time, I want to say it took about an hour and a half. The second time, I feel like she really took her time, and it was a little over 2 hours. And totally worth it, guys. Totally worth it. And I ended up, I was in love. Like my eyebrows were perfect. I thought they were like amazing and flawless, and it was completely worth it. She did charge me a little bit more. She had some experience, and she ended up charging me $250, and then the touch-up was going to be $150, which would have equaled to $400 for that year. Well, you guys, she kept rescheduling me. She was like canceling on me, and she was like, hey, like I just can't today. Can we get you in, come in another day? And I, you know, after the third reschedule, I was like, okay, I think I need to find somebody else. She was amazing. I really loved my eyebrows, but you know, completely having to change my plans around 3 times, and not even, because I also asked her, I was like, oh, do I get a discount? Like, if it's $150 and you have rescheduled me 3 times, like, it would be nice. A complimentary, like, you know, $50 off, something, like, little something. And no, she was like, no, it's the full price. So I was like, okay, well, like, I think I'm just gonna find somebody else. So guys, when you are looking, you really have to look at their work. Look at, you know, if they have an Instagram, if they have a Facebook, if they have, you know, any kind of social media, look at their work. Make sure that they can do their job. Don't just go in there blindsided, because you're gonna come out with a unibrow. I mean, not like a complete unibrow, because it was only like a couple hairs, but just be very, very aware of who you're gonna go to, that you're trusting them. It is a semi-permanent tattoo on your face, where everybody first sees you whenever they meet you, whenever they talk to you. This being your friends, your family, your, you know, significant other. Like, come on guys. So just make sure you do your research. So fast forward to 2021. This is gonna be my 3rd touch-up, and it's supposed to be a yearly thing, guys. And so this time I'm gonna go to a friend of my sister's who she recommended me. I did look at her work on Instagram, and oh my god, and she even has a Facebook. It's amazing. So I'm not gonna post her information first. I'm gonna ask her first, you know, see if she wants me to go ahead and post her information, give her a little bit of, well, I mean, I don't know, I don't have any followers yet, but once I do, I mean, give her a little bit of, what's it called? Promotion, I guess, that's what it says. I mean, I'm okay with it. I just wanna take you guys along the process so you can see exactly what she does. So basically what they do is they do little lines. I think you could kind of see it if you kind of go close up. They do these little lines that look like, oh, what's that? Oh, I don't know, it's maybe John. But they do these little lines that really look like your hairs. Like they really look like your hairs. And it kind of, they also do tinting, which basically makes it look like your eyebrows are filled in with makeup. They can do brown, they can do light brown, depending on your hair color. So what she told me was that whenever you're tinting your eyebrows, they have to try and match it to your hair color, your root hair. Obviously this is dyed, so not this color, but your root hair color, in order for it to look more natural, and it goes with your skin tone and your face. And sometimes it's a little bit of a challenge, but they try to get it as close to it as they can. So I always get my eyebrows tinted. It just, for me, if it feels better, it looks better. A lot of them will recommend that you just do the hair strokes first, and then for your touch up, do the tinting. Although again, like I said, my eyebrows were very light. So she was like, no girl, we're gonna have to tint your eyebrows. First time, we're gonna do it. So I was like, okay. So went ahead and did that. My eyebrows right now definitely need to be tinted and touched up, because this eyebrow is lighter than this one, and you can totally see it when I don't have my makeup. Again, I will take off my makeup at the end of the video, but this eyebrow is lighter than this one. So one eyebrow is gonna keep a little bit more of that pigment. And what she told me was the reason for that is that your muscles, and this was the second time I got them done, your muscles on one side of your face are a little bit stronger than the other side of your face. Guys, who knew? Like, I had no idea, right? So very interesting fact. So I guess this side is stronger than this side. Kind of makes sense because I can kind of do this. But this side is not as strong, so it did become a lot lighter, and you can totally see my over plucked eyebrows, because you know what, I was a 90s baby, and back in the day, like, I'm showing my age I guess, but back in the day it was a thing to have thin eyebrows. I really don't know why, but it was. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my eyelashes. So if you guys see them right now, they look pretty decent. They were a lot fuller. They have fallen off. I do not have eyelash extensions on right now. I have had them in the past, and I have a friend who does an amazing job. Ooh, excuse me guys. She does an amazing job, and I completely love going to her. Ooh, I'm so sorry guys. So I completely like going to her, and I honestly just don't have the time. You guys, when you're getting extensions, mind you that it's every little eyelash, and it takes so long, anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. And I think if they're like masters, like they've been doing it for a long time, it'll be maybe an hour, but that's still a long time for me. I just can't. I can't lay there that long, and it's hard. So what I do, which is, again, I'm all about saving time. I'm a single mother of one. I just don't have a lot of time, which I wish I did, but I don't. So I go to a nail salon where they do eyelash clusters, because guys, oh my god, I've tried to put on like the fake, like the mink eyelashes and stuff with the glue and the little, what are they, pinzas? Tweezers. I can't do it. I've tried so many times. I have family members and friends that they do it perfectly, and I'm like amazed. Like, I can't. I've tried, and I'm done trying. So anytime I want to get my eyelashes done, which I was at the beach this past weekend in Miami, and my eyelashes had to be done, because you know what, when you're at the beach, who wants to worry about eyelashes? Who wants to worry about your eyebrows? Nobody wants to worry about that. You just want to enjoy the beach, and yeah. So I did get them done. They are a lot less expensive, I will say that. Where I go, they only charge me $25 to get them done, and it literally takes like 20 minutes. And you're in and you're out, and as long as you call ahead of time and let them know, hey, you know, I'm gonna go, do you have time to do my eyelashes? You know, they're very courteous, they're very sweet, they're very nice, and they speak Spanish, which I think is pretty cool because I am in Central Texas and there's a lot of people here that speak Spanish, but yet not a lot of nail salons that speak Spanish. Unlike Miami, which has lots of nail salons that speak Spanish. Anyways, I am Mexicana, I am bilingual, so, you know, it kind of matters to me a little bit because when I take my mom who speaks nothing but Spanish, it's a lot easier for me not to have to sit there and translate because sometimes that has to happen. But again, time saver, right? And the eyelash extensions, when my friend first started doing them, the first time I got them done for free, shout out to her, she's awesome. Griselle, you're amazing. And then I went back, the next time it was $50, and then now I'm pretty sure her prices went up. I need to double check. But I know that if you go to like other, like they have lash studios where they only do lashes, and I know for sure they cost any from like $80 to $200, which is pretty pricey compared to the clusters. Now, I will say one thing, with the eyelash extensions, they definitely look a lot more natural. They last a lot longer, so they kind of fall out with your natural lashes. So you can have them on for maybe about 3 weeks, even maybe a month later, and then have to get a touch-up. The clusters only last about a week, maybe 2. I'm going on 1 week, and half of them have already fallen off. So it is not as, I don't want to say, it's not permanent, but they last longer if you get the extensions, obviously. But the clusters, you know what? I had a quick little weekend getaway trip, relaxing on the beach. They were perfect for that. You know, I just went in, 20 minutes, $25 plus tip, out on my way. Next day packing, going to the airport, all of that. And yeah, so that just works for me. Whatever works for you, you know, is whatever works for you. But the eyelash clusters, at first, I did notice whenever I would pull them out, because they are pretty glued to your skin and to your other eyelashes, they would pull my natural eyelashes out, which I didn't like. I have learned to kind of hold my natural lashes and then kind of, not sway, but maybe when I'm taking off the fake ones, they're kind of falling off, you know, just gentle so that you don't pull your natural eyelash. And that I've had to learn the hard way. So, okay, so we went over eyelash clusters versus extensions. We also went over microblading, cost, time, how long it lasts, and I think that's it. I mean, I had fun doing this video and I can't wait to do more videos. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Let me know what kind of content you guys want. I have some cosmetic surgeries that I've had in the past that I'm going to have more of. I also love shopping, so maybe like a Shein haul. I love cooking videos. I love traveling videos. Just let me know. Okay guys, so this is the big reveal of how my eyebrows look prior to my third microblading touch up. And this is basically just a makeup wipe remover. Nothing fancy. I don't really have a preference. Just, you know, whatever works, and obviously cost friendly. So this is without my, let's see. Oh, my bad. This is really I like my mirror, but I guess it doesn't really work with the camera. So yeah, so this is how it looks. If you see, this one's very, very faded. This one, you can definitely still see the little strokes, but it's also faded as well. So I'm due for a touch-up. Far away, doesn't look that bad, you know, but the closer you get, you're like, ooh, girl, you need to get your touch-up. Which I am, and I will take you guys on that journey. Anyways, you guys stay safe with all this pandemic and enjoy, you know, your life, regardless if you are working or you're at home with the kids, and just have a lot of patience. I mean, we will get through this. And yeah, that's all for today's video. Nice to meet you. Bye.